The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for room, it's Alexander. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at it. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the Commodores moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Well, you got to love what you're seeing from this offense here on this drive so far, because 5 straight runs. They ran on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down, and they just did it again. So right now, they're trying to be the more physical side.
Here comes the heat. And as he throws, it's caught downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man.
Breaks into the open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Vandy.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So LSU's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Running back is able to snag the football, but that foot is on the white lines. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Let's go. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Right down the middle. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Hilton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urge racing to the right. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, LSU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here's the handoff. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are...
It's a fumble! One step. Whose offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Caught, close to the marker, it's Dillon. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Handoff to the lone back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sherrill. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing them where you've got a defender on the outside.
Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You could tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by just 4 to Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding, all right? This offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, the ground game. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and From the gun, wants to pass. Good, solid tackle.
Well, and on 3rd and goal that time, the best news was he didn't take a sack. He was trying to scramble around and find somebody in the end zone. Nobody was there. He gets it back and gets what he can get. And so now you're still down close, and it's decision time for the head coach. Do you go for it, or do you settle for 3?
That is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Sherrill. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. It's Pavia. Got it in the middle. It's Dillon. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Sherrill.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Dillon. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sherrill. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sherrill.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The give to the tailback. Slithers into space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Commodores in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Stowers. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Commodores with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fat...
Touchdown Doors! And the punishment has been extended. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. Locations galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, running back on the move. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got a man in the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Commodores line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the returner is stopped. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller...
Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Complete downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats.
Touchdown, Commodores! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Complete to start this drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. Turning it on! Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. It's a seam wide open. What a play to get it inside the... are set up at the 17.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The RPO, it's complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack.
On the ready. 29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Got a man, it's Fitzgerald. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough. First down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Can't connect on his first throw.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And he's going to go down at the 1.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field. But they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. They'll run this play from the pistol.
Ready. Let's flank them here on this run.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Commodores have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a touchdown